working for you. Fox 2 News at 6 starts now.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the HD show. We're not on television. We're right here for you on fox2detroit.com and, of course, on our Facebook page. Thanks for joining us. I'm Hillary Golston.
I'm Dave Spencer. Happy to be here for sure. How are you, Hillary?
Doing great. How are you doing?
Doing wonderful. Thank you. Thank you.
Good.
A lot of news to get to.
Yeah, we're going to start with some big news. Michigan's new defensive line coach suspended indefinitely after he was arrested in Ann Arbor for operating while intoxicated. The arrest of Greg Scruggs was made early this morning. Michigan head coach Sharon Moore announced a suspension today. Scruggs was hired by the university back on March 8th. He also held coaching positions in Wisconsin and New York.
Moore released a statement on the suspension, which reads, in part, quote, Greg made an unfortunate mistake and was arrested for operating a vehicle while intoxicated. He made no excuses and has taken accountability for his actions. More to come on that for sure. All
right, we're going to turn to another story. A man is now dead following a car crash that happened on the west side of Detroit. This happened just after 10:30 last night on Grand River and Losser. Police say he and a woman were in the street when they were hit by a Chevy Equinox. Both were taken to the hospital. The man later died. The woman, we're told, is in stable condition. The man accused of crashing into them is now cooperating with investigators.
We have another crash to tell you about. This one is in Ann Arbor, and it sent 3 people to the hospital. Police say they found a wrecked electric Porsche AG Taycan around 4 this morning at a gas station on Plymouth Road and Broadway. The impact was so severe, one of the wheels flew off the Porsche and crashed through the windshield of the Ford sedan, which you just saw. Thankfully, police say no one was in that second vehicle. When firefighters arrived on scene, they had to use the jaws of life to free a 20-year-old man from the wrecked car. He was taken to the hospital with critical injuries. 2 19-year-old women were also in the car. According to police, they only had minor injuries. This investigation is ongoing, and according to police, speed and alcohol do appear to be factors here.
Several people arrested for stealing a Dodge Charger. Detroit police tried stopping the car last night, but apparently they were unsuccessful. Michigan State Police helped track down the car from the air, driving up the lodge and eventually stopping at Santa Maria and Asbury Park. The suspects got out and ran, but police caught up with them and they were arrested.
An alleged crime ring targeting Metro Detroit Home Depot stores is busted. The Canton Police Department Special Operations Group teamed up with Northville Township PD to nab the suspected crooks. You've seen them there. 32-year-old Cody Compton of Detroit, 39-year-old James Mateka of Livonia, and 30-year-old Michael Florenci of Detroit were arrested for allegedly stealing more than $7,000 worth of merchandise. The thefts took place in late February in Canton Township, Northville Township, and Taylor. The charges here include organized retail crime and retail fraud.
All right, this is a story that has a positive end. A little boy with special needs is safe thanks to some Good Samaritans who found him wandering a mile away from his school.
Yeah, now we're hearing from the person who stood by that boy's side the whole time until the school and police caught wind and then responded. Fox 2's Lauren Edwards has the story from Dearborn.
Joint Road and Central, we got a missing kid, man.
Keontae Edmondson getting the word out on social media Friday that this little boy was missing.
Cold? You cold? Okay. He comfortable with you?
I said, well, hey, maybe if people share this, his parents or a relative or somebody could see it. I wasn't doing it trying to be viral or nothing. I was trying to get some help for little man.
Edmondson says he first spotted the boy around 1 o'clock when he was driving on Joy Road.
And I just seen a young man jogging down the street, and I noticed he didn't have a coat on, and I noticed that wasn't nobody behind him, so I busted a U-turn.
Edmondson caught up to him and tried to communicate with him, but he noticed immediately that he may have special needs.
He did the thing with the ears like Sean Murphy from The Good Doctor, and then when I was talking to him, he wasn't particularly responding. He wasn't very verbal at all.
He says other people who saw the boy running stopped to help him. Edmondson called the police, then went live on social media to get the word out.
5. All right, big boy. Can you tell us your name?
In 10 to 15 minutes, he says, Dearborn police arrived with the school official from McDonald Elementary, where the boy went to school.
But once he saw his teacher, he was more comfortable, and you know what I'm saying? I don't remember what she said his name was, but he seen somebody that he was more familiar with. So
Fox 2 reached out to McDonald Elementary, and they said via text that the student walked off the school grounds of Diversey and Normile around 12:15 in the afternoon. The statement reads in part, quote, "Fortunately, the student was not harmed or injured. Parents were contacted, and I, along with several district administrators, spoke with the parents to explain what had occurred. This uncommon incident does not reflect the procedures or practices followed by staff members for a safe supervision of students. The district is conducting an investigation to determine the facts of how this situation occurred," end quote. They vow accountability. The boy wandered a mile away. Edmondson says he's grateful the boy is okay and that he sprung into action when he saw him.
God just put me in the right place at the right time.
All right, we're going to talk a little weather. It was kind of a mixed bag today. It started out with some sun, a little wind, and now it's fully transitioned on over to rain.
Yeah, and we might be seeing a different type of precipitation, and you probably know what I mean, even though we're 3 days from spring. Let's check in with Weather Authority meteorologist Stephanie Mead. Hey, Steph.
Yeah, and it's been kind of soggy for the later half of the day. We did manage to see a lot of sunshine to start, as y'all mentioned before. Mostly sunny skies, and that really helped boost temperatures to near 60 degrees. And right now we're settling into the low 50s right now at 50 degrees. But a lot of low-lying clouds and some light drizzle around too, and that's actually going to persist, I think, through around 7, 8 o'clock, and then eventually dying down. We could maybe see a few flurries heading into late tonight and overnight. 50 degrees right now in Detroit, 58, Fort Wayne, 52, Chicago, Ludington, you're at 44. So right behind that cold front right now that is swinging through the state, you notice right behind that temperatures are running a little bit colder. But we are seeing widespread showers here from parts of northern Michigan all the way down to southeastern parts of the state. A few thunderstorms right now just a little further west of our viewing area, just outside, or south, I should say, of Jackson. That is going to continue to weaken as it moves its way towards the east. So we're not necessarily anticipating any thunderstorm activity, but there could be some heavier pockets of some rain with this. Once we head through about, say, 9, 10 o'clock tonight, we should see our shower chances diminish, and then any leftover moisture potentially falling as some lighter flurries. Note here by mid-afternoon, too, we're looking at that chance of a scattered light snow shower, lighter flurry carrying us through most of the afternoon tomorrow. Not anticipating much, if any, accumulation with that, though. Tonight, temperatures will bottom out low 30s. Turning colder, we do see a few flurries around. Highs tomorrow top out in the middle 40s, so we're pretty close to the average high. We're about a degree above that tomorrow, so closer to where we should be for this time of year, but we're factoring in a few scattered snow showers through the morning and through the afternoon. Monday, much of the same. Scattered snow will stick with us, running even colder with most of us in the upper 30s. And then we see a slight rebound as we head through the day on Tuesday. Should be breezy too. Isolated flurry possible with temps in the 40s. And we actually welcome in spring during the day on Tuesday as well. Heading through your work week here, we do start off with that potential of a few stray snow showers that's going to continue through possibly the day on Tuesday. I think that's mainly focused towards the thumb. Luckily, by Wednesday, we should begin to finally calm down just in terms of precip chances. But notice our numbers here over the next several days. We don't see anything in the 50s, 60s, or even close to 70 degrees. So we do run a little bit cooler than where we should be for this time of year and where we have been for a good chunk of the month of March. 42 Wednesday, Thursday, we're in the upper 40s to near 50, and then scattered flurries, maybe a few scattered snow showers to wrap up your work week next week and starting off next weekend. Don't forget, you can always get the latest forecast by checking the Fox 2 weather app, downloaded for free in the App Store or Google Play. Hillary and Dave.
All right, thank you so much, Stephanie. We're turning now to a story very near and dear to many in Metro Detroit and certainly many around the world. At least 6.5 million refugees from war-torn Ukraine have been recorded as of February. That's according to the UN Refugee Agency. And today, several refugees here in America participated in a traditional Ukrainian Easter egg decoration event. Samaritas, a resettlement agency, hosted this event today. It's dubbed Pisanka, Mommy, and Me. It's a way for refugees, especially children, to be able to experience traditional Ukrainian culture, but also adjust to new life here in America. It also featured a Ukrainian activist and artist, Luba Petrusha, who held a master class in embroidering pisanka. It's a traditional Ukrainian Easter egg decoration and is an important cultural practice dating back centuries.
Kids nowadays who seen the war, they are living sometimes with stress, and they don't want to share it, they don't want to pass some information for their parents. And but thankful that we have art therapy and our kids have amazing time with doing that.
An Easter bunny also surprised the kids with a visit and gifts. Samaritas, which is out of Detroit, is a health and human services organization that operates one of Michigan's largest refugee resettlement programs. They help, and it's really incredible, more than 1,000 refugees every single year. We've done so many stories with them, and the work they do is very important. There really are only a few agencies here in Michigan that support those who are fleeing war-torn countries, not just Ukraine, but certainly certain parts of the Middle East, and they're coming all the time. And it's this kind of organization that helps them have a smooth transition into American life.
No kidding. And you got to really feel for those kids. So this event really helps put a smile on their face and help them through this difficult time of transition. All right, let's talk about a new pop-up apparel store that's now open in downtown Detroit, just in time for the NFL Draft. It's called Born in Detroit. It's setting up shop at the old Moose Jaw location over on Woodward. It features Detroit apparel. We're talking t-shirts, sweaters, caps, stickers, all with the slogan, Born in Detroit. It's the brand's first storefront since it first launched back in 2020.
Really what this brand represents is the spirit of Detroit. It's perseverance, it's grit, it's pride, and that's incredibly important. It really is.
The store is open now. It's going to stay open until April 30th. Hours are 11 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sunday. Those who made a purchase this weekend will be entered into a drawing to win prizes. All right, so it might not be warm enough to hit the water today, but the weather has been crazy lately. Boating season will be upon us before we even know it.
Yeah, and so there's some people who might be watching who are like, hey, I've just been looking for a new boat. You in the market for a new boat?
Sure, why not?
Why not? Yeah.
Let's go.
All of us, Andrew, you in the market for a new boat?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. We're all in the market for a new boat. So if that's the case, you might want to make your way down to the Novi Boat Show. Fox 2 Scott Wolchak was there and brings us all of the fun activities.
I'm king of the world! That's how you could feel if you come to the Novi Boat Show.
There are over 300 boats here in the show place, all types, all sizes for any budget. So whatever you're looking for to get on the water by this spring, we have it for you here.
Grab your first mate, a nice cold beverage, and get those sweet party lights going, because we're boating in style. This behemoth is the boat of the year, the Montera Surf Boss 2.0.
You are a surf boss, you're the king of the lake. You know, this is one of those boats that it turns heads everywhere you go.
From sports boats to jet skis, Suburban Collection Showplace in Novi has got it all. They've even got a Barbie boat.
I have seen the Barbie boat, and of course I've got my pictures with Barbie as well.
Now, check out these pontoons decked out where you can lay out.
They're not your father's or grandpa's pontoon. They have really come a long way. Gone are the days of carpeting, gone are the days of, kind of old people features. Now they go 40, 50, 60 miles an hour.
And it's not just boats at this year's show. You can find accessories like swings or take a glimpse into the future at All Electric Motors.
Things are going electric, and especially around here with the small lakes, people love the pontoon quiet ride on an electric boat.
Of course, it wouldn't be a boat show without entertainment. Have a drink and play some cornhole. They also have an activity no kid will want to miss, the water rollers.
Oh, it's like a human hamster ball on water. It's fun. The kids love it.
Should I step in? I'm going in.
You know, we had to try it out, and goes about as well as you can imagine. The Novi Boat Show is going on all weekend. It's only $12 to get in. You know, if you come on out here, you're gonna be on a roll. Reporting in Novi, Scott Wolchak, Fox 2 News.
If Scott could have that much fun, then imagine the fun you would have at that boat show.
Yeah. He was in some kind of sea lake device, some kind of floating device, right? That's a good time.
That. I'd be down for that.
Okay, so we're going to have much more on our lead story, I'm sure, coming up tonight.
Right.
I suspect that sports will have an update there and some of the details.
Yep.
Along with?
Yeah, we're going to have some Crime Stoppers. I'm speaking with the mother of a person that was killed back in 2020, and obviously she's still hoping for justice and searching and doing what she can. We're going to talk about the latest update in that case when you watch After Basketball this evening.
All right, well, we have a lot coming up, as you heard, tonight, probably around 11 o'clock. We'll be back.